Mr. Gaur, if I can just come to you first, sir. The fact that there's still been no decision, the fact that we've got a situation on the ground for more than 20 days, where lakhs of people are affected, no buses, no autos, a crisis, it seems to show a lack of leadership by the Congress in the centre. Why isn't the government acting one way or the other?
No, that is, there's a mixed indications from this state, particularly not giving the gravity of the situation. Now the centre has come to the understanding of Honorable Prime Minister today said, like, I'm fully aware of what's going on there. How rank and file of the people of Telangana are resolved for a separate statehood now. Centre is seized up the matter. We will be taking up, already started consultation. We don't want to create another problem while resolving the Telangana issue.
But the centre has said that it's seized of the problem now for many years. This is an issue which is decades old. And it seems that they've been stunned into inaction. Does that make the position of leaders like you very, very difficult, almost untenable?
See, that is the real problem for particularly the Congress Telangana leadership. Neither we are able to stand by the peoples to fulfill their aspirations, nor we did convince the central government here the situation, though they said we will take up the issue after the Ghulam Nabi Azad's report, which report has been submitted 3 days ago. And now the centre is taking a little more time to consultations because they said we are moving in the direction and we would like to take rest of the state, like Seemandhra people to on board and also the UPA partners on board.
And you are being perfectly diplomatic in giving me your answer over there. I understand the gentle nuance over there, being a Congress leader and yet having to fulfill the aspirations of people on the ground. Mr. Owaisi, you don't share those views at all, do you? You believe that Telangana, if created, would result in a lot of problems. It's not necessarily viable.
So the first thing is that, I for one feel that if Telangana is to be formed, then there's bound to be a debate in the country for formation of more smaller states. One cannot stop that.
Right.
As Telangana is an age-old demand, Gorkhaland is there, Bodoland is there, Vidarbha is there. Secondly, if Telangana has to be created, then without Hyderabad, it should not be created because it's not going to be viable. Third and most important point is that one should remember, I'm sure the Congress leadership was also serious of this matter, is that if Telangana is created, in a hypothetical situation, I can foresee and I can say with all the responsibility that it is the biggest political beneficiary of a separate state would be BJP in the long run. I can corroborate what I'm saying by saying what has happened in Karnataka. You have 16% Muslims over there. As long as Ramakrishna Hegde and J.H. Patel was, Janata Party was there, BJP was not in prominence. Now you have BJP in power, despite Muslims being 16% over there. So these are concerns of not only Muslims, but many secular-minded people.
Is that, would you agree with that? That the BJP stands to gain potentially, which is why the centre is going slow in Telangana?
No, absolutely not. Mr. Owaisi is a good friend of mine, but I differ with him on this issue. We have a lot of issues, common issues fighting for the minorities' welfare. But this I absolutely don't buy with that argument. This is how the people are opposing Telangana. It's been telling the Hindus that it is Muslim domination will increase here. Then they're telling Hindus that it is, telling the Muslims that BJP is dominant.
Muslims cannot dominate. If Telangana is created, it's going to be 14% only. It's going to be 14%. But I just want to interrupt Madhu over here, and he can answer this question also. In a post-Telangana state scenario, TRS would be finished. TDP is already getting weakened. Who will fill this political space? Because the TDP voter will never vote for Congress. TRS, majority of the people, what will happen? So this political vacuum has to be filled by BJP only.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.